Welcome to Decker Tech. So as Ikoria is being spoiled, my patrons are voting on what the next deck I should be doing later this month will be. But in the meantime, I'm playing another deck that I have in paper. This one is called Story of Doom. This one is all about more sagas again. So last week was sagas, this week is sagas. These, as we're spoiling Ikoria, those are the decks we're going to play apparently. But this one's Story of Doom, so it's Doom Foretold and sagas. We're also throwing in Aphemia the Cacophony, which is a great zombie maker, and Timber Calls the Dead, which is a zombie maker. So we got a couple sub-themes going on. We got zombies, we got sagas, but the deck is built around Doom Foretold. Now, we are not running the tutors to get the... Okay, so turn 1 Temple, turn 2 Aphemia, turn 3 Treacherous Blessing or Elspeth's Nightmare we will keep. And we got interaction. Like, this is... We can't ask for a better hand than this. So a nice thing about Doom Foretold is we can sack Treacherous Blessings to it. So we draw the 3 cards, then we only lose 1 life. Also, Final Payment has a nice interaction where you can sacrifice the Treacherous Blessing as part of the cost, so you don't get pinged for the Treacherous Blessing. So that's pretty sweet. Ooh, we might go Mystic first. We'll probably go Mystic first. And Doom Foretold, we like to see that next. Yeah, we like to see Doom. We'd like 1 more mana, but we're not going to say no to a Doom. So a nice thing is if we play the Mystic next turn is we can play an Aphemia and an Elspeth or a Treacherous Blessing. Like, we can play a whole lot of extra stuff. So we just hope they don't have removal this very next turn. Teferi to bounce our Mystic is what I'm expecting his next turn to be. So let's go black mana. Mystic. Look at all these cheap things. So nice. If he doesn't remove it, we get a very nice play. No, we're not blocking. What do you take us for? No Teferi. 2 mana, I wonder what he's got. So this is Azorious Flicker is what I'm assuming it is, because Charming Prince. Okay, another Prince. Bouncing the other Prince. Just untap it. Okay, so we want the Elspeth's Nightmare sooner rather than later, because we want to duress him, and we also want to remove 1 of his creatures. So as much as I like to play the Treacherous Blessing, ooh, another Doom Foretold. So it's Nightmare, killing a Prince. It's Aphemia, who doesn't make any zombies yet, but no block, no attacks. Once we start getting these sagas in the graveyard, she starts making some zombies. Also, if we get Timber Calls the Dead, that'll happen as well. What are you exiling? Aphemia? Okay. So we can blow up... Pardon me, cough. So we can draw a bunch of cards with Treacherous Blessing, and then we can sack Treacherous Blessing to get Aphemia back. Okay, Cavalier. So he's going to blow some more stuff. So we're doing this to draw land. If we don't draw land, bad things happen to us. Found a land. Play a land. So I can either Kaya the Deputy, or I'd rather just put Treacherous Blessing in the graveyard. Choose an additional cost. Sacrifice creature enchantment. Target a creature to blow up. Cost, sack this. Notice our life is 16. We did not take any damage from the Treacherous Blessing. Swing in for 3. Make a zombie. Good things all around. We haven't even played our Doom Foretold yet. Timber Calls the Dead can get us some more fodder for Aphemia. What does he blow up with his Cavalier is the question. He should probably blow up the Mystic. The Mystic is our strongest card. He just really doesn't like that Aphemia. Check. So we can make him sack the Dawn by playing Doom and a Oath, but we can't. That's unfortunate. So none of these kill the Dawn, but if we swing at the 3, he blocks with the Dawn. We could Kaya the Dawn and Elspeth the Prince. I think that's fine. He might double block the Mystic if we swing with the Mystic. So I think we Nightmare the Prince. Swing with everything. Show him that we have no fear. Yep. Ran right into our our plan here, sir. We've got no enchantments in the graveyard because we exiled it with Elspeth's Nightmare. So kill the Dawn. Temple, what are we looking for? A land, maybe? That puts us at 6, so we could double Doom? Sure. Bouncing Mystic.
I am not going to sit this one out. Oh, I've done the hero thing.
So I want to get as much aggression on the board as possible. If we swing in with the zombie, he's forced to block or lose the Teferi, and then we play the Doom, so he loses the other one. Dress is probably not going to hit anything because he probably planned accordingly. And he's putting something nice on top for himself. Ooh, got a time wipe. That's nice. So, swingsies, insies, firsties. Yeah, that seems good. Lose your Prince or your Teferi. I don't care which one. I'm going to Doom the other. So, Mystic and Doom sounds good to us. Because we will sack the Nightmare before it goes off. Because the Doom Foretold is during our upkeep. And the Saga is during the first thing during the main step. So, opponent sees the pain coming. So, against him, he's got Time Whites, he got Teferis. What are other scary things we saw? We're going to look at the battlefield here. That's something you need to remember, is you can actually look at the game while sideboarding. So, Deputies, done with that. Cavalier. So, I'm trying to decide if I want to bring in Duresses or Agonizing Remorses. I don't think we need the Kaya's Wrath or the Shatter the Sky. I don't think that's the game we're playing. Elspeth is great. Doom is great. Kaya is still fine. Other things would take out. Elspeth, I think, is good enough. Final Payment, we might go down on 1 just because it doesn't have many creatures, but at the same time, it does sack the Treacherous Blessing for us in a very powerful way. The Birth of Meletus, we can get rid of that too. Okay. So, and then we can just bring in... Do I bring in the Banishings? Probably not the Banishing, because he has ways to deal with enchantments. And that'll just bring back whatever he gets rid of. And I think 2 of each is fine, because we do want to hit Cavaliers and stuff, and we do want to hit counterspells and board wipes and stuff. So, maybe go up to 3rd Duress and to down a Final Payment. Yeah, I think that sounds fine. We just don't want him to bring in a bunch of control magic and us not be able to play the stuff we want to do. Also, board wipes are bad for us most of the time. We run our own board wipes because sometimes they're not bad for us, but we do get a lot of zombies if things go well. Do we turn to Agonizing or Mystic? Probably turn to Mystic and then play a Foretold and sack the Mystic? I don't know. But we're going to keep the hand because we've got turn 2 plays, we've got a Temple, we're scrying away lands, we're looking for just action. That counts as action. That counts as action. Okay. So, I'm tempted to Remorse first. I think we're Remorse first. Let's plan around what he's got in his hand. Okay. That's annoying all around. So the Guard Mage replaces itself. So I think we got to get rid of the Guard Mage, unfortunately. And then we just got to get... Problem is, Cavaliers, when they enter, can get rid of Doom Foretold. So we have to wait to play Doom Foretold until after he does a Cavalier, blowing up one of our Mystics. Okay. I think we still play a Mystic first. Play Mystic, then the turn after play Mystic and an Oath of Kaya. Because we know he has to top deck a 4-mana play. Then we have plenty to do with our Doom Foretold. The problem is he's got 2 Cavaliers. Ew. No blocks. We already know that my Mystic's stronger than your Charming Prince. So, play Mystic. Play a Kaya because it doesn't hit any of his Cavaliers. Our Doom only costs 2. Problem is we need a Treacherous Blessing. That's what we need to find. Some sort of card advantage. Cavalier blowing up Mystic. We're going to wait for a second Cavalier before we play Doom Foretold, I think. Okay, or he just goes to Dream Trawler. So if we play the Doom Foretold, we would have forced... Okay, so this is what we want. Treacherous Blessing. For 1 mana. Seems pretty good, right? And I want an Agonizing Remorse. None of that is Agonizing Remorse. But we do have an Elspeth to exile the Cavalier and then Doom Foretold the Dream Trawler. And guess what? You're gonna lose your Dream Trawler. Unless you can flash something in. He might flash in an Omen. No attacks. Okay. Successfully navigated around Double Cavalier Dream Trawler. That was sweet. Super, super sweet. Deck feels so awesome already. Alright, what are you gonna blow up? Doom? Okay. Yep. We've started ordering triggers manually because whenever we try a new deck, the interface does some weird things. So we're going to Othakaya the Dawn after he blocks one of our 3/3s, or we're just going to... No, we don't Othakaya him. We Othakaya... Yes. It's asking us because we have a lead. We already have one. I don't care which one we keep. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Problem is, now there's a lot of doesn't matter moments, which I wish wasn't a thing. We probably actually could have done 1 more damage if we had, if what we had done is played the Othakaya hitting his Cavalier. That would have pumped both of our Mystics to 4s, and then that would have been 8, that would have been 14 damage. He would have been forced to block, and he still would have lost the Cavalier. We just would have done one more damage to him overall. Anyway, that was Stories of Doom. First game, seemed legit. There was a lot of fun little navigation and play, and like I said, those Mystics are super strong. But we have like 10 2-mana plays and 8 3-mana plays. Like, we're really low to the ground. It's just all about dropping in lots of enchantments, getting lots of value quick, presenting a really big board presence early on, and then just grinding our way through their defenses with the story of the Doom Foretold and the Elspeth Conquers Death, and then just keeping our engine running with that treacherous blessing to just grind through any defenses they have and just get those early zombies and such on the board. Anyway, if you like this, we do a video every day, so please subscribe. But the best thing you can do is share this video with someone, share this channel with someone, get your friends watching this too. The more we grow this channel, the sooner we'll have new content. New content being some of the math behind how to make decks and the statistics there, some comparisons on definitions of ramp and draw and new cards, and just kind of the card comparisons and why play one over the other in which situations, that sort of thing. A lot of that talk. We also do some of that talk for our patrons already. Our patrons right now have access to all the deck tech, so when I do one of these decks, so this deck at the end of the week, I'm going to do a deck tech video where I break down how we built the deck, why each card's in it, what other cards we could be playing that are similar that could also make the engine run, and all of that is accessible to Patreons of a certain level. The Patreon link is in the description, and have fun, y'all. Peace.